meteorologist Garrett Hamilton. We're going to see what he's tracking. Garrett?
We are tracking a couple of light flurries still sticking around across our western counties, or eastern counties, I should say, this morning. But overall, not really a whole lot of activity showing up out there across the area. Just a couple of those light snow flurries expected across most of the area. We do still have a winter storm warning in place for most of our southern Illinois and southeastern Missouri and western Kentucky counties, but that has been dropped further towards the south across the Boot Heel of Missouri and across northwestern Tennessee. I wouldn't be surprised if our winter storm warning gets dropped a little bit earlier, thanks to the fact that we're really just not seeing too much in terms of active snowfall anymore. That heavy snow is going to continue to end as we go throughout the rest of the morning, but a couple of isolated flurries are certainly possible later on this afternoon. Now, the main story today and throughout the day tomorrow is going to be dangerous cold. That is going to be sticking with us as we go throughout most of the work week, but at least it is going to be calm. But again, cold weather really not going anywhere. Here's a live look outside of our TV station, more of a bird's eye view out onto State Route 13. Again, looking very snowy out there. People definitely need to make sure that they are using caution, and you also are going to want to make sure that you are bundling up as you're headed out the door. Here's another look outside across Mount Vernon. A little bit more in the way of sunshine, but again, those parking lots and side streets certainly looking very snow covered. Now that the snow has started to wind down across most of our region, it's time to turn our focus over to that extreme cold. We're tracking temperatures that are at around 9 degrees across Carbondale and Mount Vernon, 16 across Paducah, 12 across Kennett, and 16 across Union City. Those wind chill values are even colder, -10 across Farmington, -4 across Carbondale, -3 for Cape Girardeau, and 3 degrees above zero across Murray and western Kentucky. Now, these cold temperatures are why we have a cold weather advisory in place for the entire region. This runs from now until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's because we again are just going to see that cold weather sticking around through the entire day today and tomorrow. Highs likely only running around 19 degrees later on this afternoon with those overcast skies expected. Now, hour by hour today, again, we're likely still going to continue to see those wind chills around -3 to -5 through the rest of the morning hours. Maybe get to 0 by the time we make it to about 12 or 1 o'clock this afternoon. But again, those actual air temperatures are still just running into the mid-teens. Actual air temperature highs today likely running into the mid-teens to upper teens, maybe the lower 20s if we're lucky. But notice by 3 o'clock, those wind chill values still running into the single digits as we head throughout the afternoon and evening. Now, by 3 o'clock, we could start to notice a couple of those isolated snow showers first in our westernmost counties, but then as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening, those will become a little bit more scattered, but they are expected to be very light, and I don't really expect any additional accumulations. Now, those clouds are going to push out of the region after midnight, and that's going to help our temperatures cool off even more as we're kicking off our day Thursday, talking about lots of single-digit lows across most of the region with wind chill values that could be as low as -10 to maybe even -15 degrees for some of us. That is again why that cold weather advisory is in place. We are tracking temperatures that are going to warm into the lower teens by the time we make it to about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow likely running into the upper teens, maybe lower 20s once again for our far southern counties. So again, very cold conditions expected, and as we go throughout the next couple of hours, those winds are still going to be persistent out of the northwest, sustained at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. So again, very, very cold, and as you're headed out the door, you are definitely going to want to make sure that you are layering your clothing. Don't forget about those extremities. You certainly are going to want to make sure that you are wearing the gloves, the hats, everything like that. Also, make sure to check on the elderly and keep your pets inside as best as possible. That Storm Track 3 app always coming in handy. You'll be able to keep an eye on the chance of a couple of isolated snow showers later on today, as well as those temperatures as you're headed out the door early tomorrow morning that are going to be dangerously cold. Again, single-digit morning lows expected tomorrow, say around 3 to 5 degrees.